Taylor Sander with 5 kills now. Patch and Sander combined for 10 of the 13 kills for BYU.
Yeah, Taylor just looking for the wall to go off of right there. I don't think he had any intentions of hitting that ball in the court.
Ramos back into set for Hawaii. 21-14, set number 1 here in the MPSF quarterfinal. Cheap, Ramos, Holt off of Young in the block. A handful of Hawaii fans in the house, by the way. Obviously vastly outnumbered, but somewhat represented.
I'm a fan of Hawaii. I love those beaches.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I might actually like Maui better, but I like Hawaii a lot. Just saying.
21-15. Reyes. Pushed out to Patch on the left side. Untouched and out. When it's a little off the net and it's on the left side, that's unknown territory for Patch. Typically the right side hitter who's kind of used to whatever you toss him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he tried to cut a little too much angle on that swing and caught the tape and out of bounds.
Patch was 5 for 5 before that swing. Sador into the net. 4 errors from the service line for Hawaii, 2 for BYU.
Sador's got a whip. I'll bet you at home that guy is just brutal. Tough from the service line. Taylor not too bad himself, is at home. Nice pass.
Averill down the line. Evan Chang in as the defensive libero. And 22-17. Averill now 5 for 5 himself.
Man. Jace Olsen just dimes that pass. And look at Averill down the line. Great swing.
Boys to Patch, way out of system. Dug up by Sador. And Young in violation was over the plane.
That ball did not reach the plane of the net. A little hungry.
Ron Stahl, the up official, by the way. Les Callis, the down. Overlook.
See, there's the difference there. That ball almost, if he'd wait another half a second, that ball would have made it. But a little too anxious.
You remember how Hawaii was hitting -667? They're hitting .476 now. What a turnaround.
Dang. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
They got down 7-1, but BYU's 6-point advantage was too much at that point. Now, with 2 to go, only down 4. If they don't start rough, this is 4. This is maybe they lead. Yeah.
Right. There you go. Here's your man. End of the match to
Zarkovic. Second on the team with 21 aces to his name. 90% have been inbounds for him on the year.
Sporting my number, too.
Rivera, slam dunk, set point. Second kill for Rivera, and everyone gets on their feet. Ben Patch will serve. The Gator Chump. I have no idea when that started, but that's what they do on set point. Pretty packed house here tonight for the quarterfinal. MPSF Freshman of the Year, Ben Patch. Cheap. Ramos. Averill. Rivera sends it down. 25-19. BYU takes set number 1.
Josue just hanging around up there. Patient. And swatting. Nice piece of blocking there. Goes up just a hair after the hitter. Able to hang around and swat that ball back.
Averill in frustration kicks that one up, and BYU wins the set 25-19. BYU hit .684, the highest hitting percentage of the season in a set for BYU. You talk about peaking, you want to play your best at the end of the season. BYU brought it in set number 1. We'll be back in a moment. The Cougars lead it 1-0. We'll be back in a moment. MPSF Volleyball on BYU TV is brought to you by Brady Industries, clean solutions, a tradition for generations, and Platinum Roofing, where it's all about energy efficiency. The I-Ring Science Center on campus. Still a little crisp outside. Not quite into the 70s like we wanted here, but so far so good. as BYU wins set number 1, 25-19. Hawaii got their act together, ended up losing by 6, but had a really slow start. And things looking better for Hawaii. Let's check out the statistics from the first set. Both teams hitting a high percentage. Hawaii really bounced back to hit 409.
They were negative 600 at the beginning of that set. Bounced back to over 400. Crazy. That's some nice improvement there. But turns out the deficit was just too much to overcome. They did kind of make a game of it, but had a couple of unforced hitting errors as well. BYU very strong at the net as usual. Hawaii unable to get any blocks in that first set, but you know, able to again make a game of it. So we'll see. The dangerous thing for BYU is when you kind of pounce early, it's hard to hang on to that momentum and keep that fire in your belly in that second set. It's very easy to let down a little and let your opponent back in. And I guarantee you, Hawaii, they made a long trip to get here. These guys are not looking to start the buses just yet, so they're going to come out and try to play some lights out ball right now.
Ryan Boyce starts things in set number 2 here in the MPSF quarterfinal. Dug up by Boyce. Evan Chang. Patch on the right side. Soft block. Ramos. Setter out. Averill blocked by Taylor Sander. 4th block of the match for BYU to start things here in set number 2.
And that is a big wall to try to get around. He wasn't looking hands at all. He was just trying to go hard cross. And Taylor Sander, if he hadn't been up, that ball would have hit the floor.
Averill on fire also. 6 kills. That's a match high for Taylor Averill. The redshirt sophomore from San Jose, California. Originally went to Irvine and played with Taylor Sander on some of those USA junior national teams.
Yeah, he's hitting close to 700 right now. He is on fire. Taylor Sander is hitting 714. 5 kills.
Brooks Sador. Young. And a whistle came, and looks like BYU, did they go into the net?
I'm trying to figure out what happened there. I don't know.
It happened before Young even kind of as he hit it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Ryan Boyce. I know he was really struggling to get to that pass.
Let's check in with Robbie Bullough.
Jerem, Hawaii had a very informal huddle after that first set, even though they got down big early. Charlie Wade basically told his team that they chalk up that loss to the early points that they gave to BYU. Didn't gather the whole team together. They just kind of rallied each other up, said it goes point by point. That looked like a team that rallied back to only lose by 6, not a team that was down 9-2. Still a lot of confidence for that Hawaii side despite the set 1 loss.
Interesting. Thanks, Robbie. 2-2. Yeah, normally you sit down, coach tells you some words, you get going, you know, but yeah, a confident Hawaii team coming into number 1's house and feeling better about what they did there in set 1.
Yeah, and they've got to be. I mean, they really can't afford to play any other way. If they play tentative or nervous at all, they're dead in the water.
Sanders dispatches that way out, and that's Sanders' first hitting error. In set number 1, Patch and Sander combined for 10 kills and just 1 error.
Yeah. It's an early on error there for Taylor in the second set. Oh.
And an ace. Reyes thought it was going out, and at the last moment realized that's going to be in. 5-2 start to the second set for the Warriors.
I think he thought Taylor was going to stab at it. And Taylor's like, dude, I'm hitting right now, so unless it hits me, it's yours. So
Davis Holt, 3rd ace of the year. Off the tape, Boyce has to go after it.
Boyce.
Patch. 6th kill, a team high for Ben Patch. Got a question on Twitter from Kyle Chilton. He said, where is Hatch tonight? Michael Hatch, BYU's freshman, did not get to start. Devin Young got to start. And I expect we'll see Hatch at some point in the match, but did not start the match, has yet to play.
Well,
should be good to go.
Devin Young played pretty well, came out, got an ace early on, and he was 1 for 1 so far on his swing. So he's hitting 1,000, has an ace. So
maybe he won't play.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless he starts to tank or Russ Lavaya.
There's Hatch, 23.
And I think they still do that same thing, that cauldron, where they just work it throughout the whole week of practice, and whoever has the best looking numbers at the end of the week gets to start. So I think that's why Devin's in there, not Hatch.
Patch off of Averill. 6-4. Hawaii leads it here in set number 2. In the last match, And this is part of the reason, too, that Devin Young played against Stanford. A career-high 12 kills, hit 647. He was awesome.
Yeah.
You get the start when you do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's big. That last set was fairly tight to the net, and Ben showing no reservations, just absolutely hammered off that block.
That one hit way out by Nick West. No touch. Hawaii surprised.
I'm surprised. That looked like that was right through the hands of somebody, but apparently it was wide. Ben Patch with a second opportunity.
2 straight from the Cougars, down 6-5 in set 2. If you're just joining us, BYU won this first set 25-19. Over pass, joust won by Rivera. Free ball coming for BYU. Sander, Boyce, Lavaya, popped up by Ramos.
The back set to the pin.
Wow!
Nice.
Taylor Averill with the back set to Jace Olsen. Holy cow, that was good.
That's
third kill.
The rare back set to the outside hitter on the other side of the court. That's awesome.
That's a heck of a set from anybody, let alone your opposite.
I always thought it would be so cool to get a right-handed setter, a left-handed outside, a right-handed opposite, and run like a complete
the weirdest offense ever.
Well, yeah, just like the exact opposite of a typical offense, and just run that against. Yeah, that'd be cool to see.
Cosmo trying to get the fans going. Looks like Cosmo's been lifting a lot of neck weights. Wow. 7-6. Hawaii leads it.
Do they make neck weights? Sador again.
He's been doing
it.
Squats. 8-6 Hawaii. Now here's what we were talking about. You could see that they felt better about what they did in set 1 despite the loss, and as Robbie reported, extremely confident on the bench there. They got the lead then.
Yeah. Tough serving.
Patch way out. 9-6 Hawaii. Second error for Patch.
The timing was off just a bit there. Ben was a little bit early, got underneath that ball and unable to keep it in play. 9-6. This is it. I mean, if BYU takes their foot off the pedal even a little bit, Hawaii is going to take full advantage. Look at that.
Sander, and that one comes off the net, probably going out. Boyce didn't know for sure, saved it. And then Patch makes sure BYU gets the point. 8 kills for Patch.
It's weird to see Ben make a hitting error because he has had sets like that throughout the year and does that with it. I mean, just from anywhere on the court, able to find that hula hoop in the back corner. In clutch situations, still trailing by 2 with Lavaya at the service line.
Russ Lavaya, 3rd all-time in total blocks at BYU. Sador, right up by Rivera.
Rivera laying out for that
Sander,
ball.
way off the net, and nobody was there. Olsen was on his heels on the back row, and Sander put it right in front of him.
Yeah, Taylor on his way down, falling backwards, just a little roll shot over the block. And everybody dug in for the, the hard-driven ball, and he just rolls that to safety.
Olsen. Sador.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, Sador doesn't really play in the first match against BYU at the beginning of the season. 0 kills. The next night he gets 3.
Yeah.
This guy just
How is
transformed.
that the same guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And he's shaking his head after that last swing. You do not have an answer for me. And so far, he's right.
Joby Ramos. Devin Young. Devin Young pumped up.
Ryan Boyce. He's got some nerves of steel himself. On about the 12-foot line, forces that ball back to Young, who puts a little snap on it, too. That was not just a soft ball there.
And Davis Holt gets the kill. More on Boyce. We haven't talked a lot about the difference maybe in setting from last year to this year, but I think that's the #1 difference in BYU's play, is that you have these weapons, but you have to have a good setter to feed these weapons, and he's been captain consistent.
Yeah, and he's got great location. His intensity on the court is second to none. And this guy is super fiery.
3rd kill for Devin Young, now getting a little bit more in the middle as Hawaii continues to lead. They've led for just about the entire set. Trying to tie this one up. at 1 as BYU won the first set 25-19.